All right. Now coming out onto the racetrack will be the Wheeler Medal Legends. The two races for our legend cars. Here's heat race number 1. Your front row will be the 72 out of Joplin, Missouri, Trenton Simon. On the outside of Trenton Simon, it will be the 15 out of Mount Vernon, Missouri, Sean Dudley. Row number 2, it'll be the 10H of Stephen Harshbarger out of Rolla, Missouri, on the outside of. In row number 2, it'll be a 31 of Mike Gilbert. And then it'll be in your third row, it'll be the 60 of Wayne Johnston. Green flag in the air, we're racing. Trenton Simon off with an early lead as the 31 of Mike Gilbert right there in second. We're single file pretty much all the way around the quick quarter mile Springfield Raceway. As the 72 of Trenton Simon out of Joplin, Missouri, your leader. But here comes the 60 of Wayne Johnston. Now he's on the outside of the 31 of Mike Gilbert, gaining ground there on the 31 of Mike Gilbert, as he is on the high side around the quick quarter mile Springfield Raceway, carrying a lot of momentum, gaining ground there. And on the 31 of Mike Gilbert, the 60 of Wayne Johnston, running down Mike Gilbert there. Each and every lap, gaining a few grounds. A white flag in the air, one more lap to go for the 72 of Trenton Simon. What about that race there for second between Mike Gilbert and Wayne Johnston as they're side by side going down the back straightaway. Here we go, as Trenton Simon will come to the checkered flag. Who's going to win second? It will be the 60 of Wayne Johnston. Coming home second, Mike Gilbert in the 31 third. And the 10 of Steve Harshbarger fourth. What a race there for second between Wayne Johnston and Mike Gilbert, but Wayne Johnston coming out in front of the 31 of Mike Gilbert for second. All right, heat race number 2 for our Wheeler Medal Legends. Here's how they will line up. In the 01, it'll be Chance Gilbert out of Galena, Kansas. And on the outside, in the 67, it'll be Matthew Bowen out of Springfield, Missouri. Then it'll be in row number 2 on the inside, it'll be Mark Welch on the outside. Mark Welch will be the 20 of Steve Harshbarger out of Rolla, Missouri. And then there'll be the 7-7. He did the parade laps on our opening ceremonies. It's the out of Joplin, Missouri. It's Grayson Cox in row number 3. All right, after this, ladies and gentlemen, will be our Malvern Bank Cash Money Super Late Model Series doing their heat races. But right now, the Legends are on the quick quarter mile Springfield Raceway. No start. No start. We will line them back up and try this again. We were off last weekend, so these drivers are probably anxious to get back to the racetrack here at the quick quarter mile Springfield Raceway. as we will line them back up. win.The, the proud sponsor of our Legend cars. Since 1968, win.Metals has been your best source for steel, from pipe and square tubing to welders, metal building structure, steel, fencing materials, and more. Our friendly staff is always on hand to help you make the right steel purchase. Here we go. The lights are off, as these guys are just ready to get racing underway here at Springfield Raceway. Green flag in the air, we're racing. As the 6 of M of Mark Welch, your new race leader, as the 01 of Chance Gilbert now trying to hold off the 20 of Steve Harshbarger. But here comes the 7 of Grayson Cox now, as I believe we're going to have it 3 wide, and we sure do. Coming to turn number 2, we're 3 wide for second. Steve Harshbarger, Chance Gilbert, and Grayson Cox all there battling there for second. But Grayson Cox there coming up on the good end, as he's up on the high side around Springfield Raceway, as now he's on the outside of the 6M of Mark Welch. If you guys haven't noticed, the place to be on a Saturday night on the quick quarter mile, Springfield Raceway is on the high side of Springfield Raceway, and the 7 of Grayson Cox is doing just that, as now he will be your new race leader. As now the 6M of Mark Welch will be trying to hold off the 20 of Steve Harshbarger. As the 67 of Matthew Bowen to the pits. Steve Harshbarger now on the inside of the 6M of Mark Welch. Checker flag in the air for the 7 of Grayson Cox.